Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has unlocked something in his swing that has made him a very dangerous player at the plate. And while the Blue Jays offense has struggled mightily during the first 40 games of the season, this change in Vladdy might be the spark that the Blue Jays needed. What's up, guys, and welcome back to Blue Jays Today. In this one, we've got to talk about the mechanical change that Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has made and what he still has to do in order to become that elite slugger. Before we get into it, though, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Blue Jays Today if you enjoy Blue Jays news and content. While the Toronto Blue Jays offense is still struggling to find any sort of momentum, it's not because of what Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has been doing recently. Vladdy over the past 2 weeks has a .379 batting average, a .455 on base, a slugging of .483 with an OPS of .983. Now, these are the numbers that Blue Jay fans have been waiting for quite some time, but this recent surge, it didn't come out of nowhere. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has made some changes to his mechanics that has allowed him to stay behind the baseball a lot better. Right before the season began, Joe Siddall said on Sportsnet and as well right here on the Blue Jays Today podcast that he thought Vladdy was still struggling a bit. He believed that Vladdy wasn't replicating that sort of dynamic movement with his hands to engage that backside and stay behind the baseball like he was in 2021. But now Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is doing exactly that, and that is why that batting average has been so high lately. He's staying behind the baseball, staying controlled, and being on time a lot better. However, this is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. we're talking about, and he's been getting a lot of singles, but not so much power. In the last 2 weeks, Vladdy has an isolated slugging of 104, which is 101 points lower than his career average. Now, why exactly is that happening? Well, it's a very, very small adjustment that Joe Siddall has mentioned, and it's just simply where he's making contact with the baseball. Time for a quick shout out to Betway. Betway is the best place to make all of your sports bets on all of your favorite teams. Betway is also in collaboration with iGaming Ontario. Must be 19 years or older to participate. And guys, please bet responsibly. Now, back to the content. Vladdy on his grand slam recently was way out in that contact zone with his hands extended and drove it over the left field wall. And the difference between that and a single is just a couple of inches. And how does he do that? Well, he's got to recognize the pitch out of the pitcher's hand and be on time for whatever velocity that is and make good contact. And if Vladdy could do that, then, ladies and gentlemen, I think that we're starting to see Vladimir Guerrero Jr. return into his elite form yet again. And while this is a great sign for Vladimir Guerrero Jr., for the Blue Jays as a whole, they need a lot of other players like Bo Bichette, George Springer, Alejandro Kirk, who are getting regular playing time, to figure it out soon as well. If they could figure out what's been bothering them so far this season, then that would be a huge turning point for this Toronto Blue Jays team. Because if they don't right the ship soon, it could be over sooner rather than later. But guys, do let me know about Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and how you are feeling about this recent change. And as always, guys, go Jays go.